I've been to the Vatican several times since John Paul II. And we need to understand that when the Catholic Church bowed down and allowed itself to succumb to that immoral, it's ungodly, but they've done it. That's my point of view. I know you're a Catholic and I'm not against you.
Oh, I fight with my religion for the longest time. My dad died when I was 12 years old. I wondered why God took me, because there were so many people at the 4-day wake, because we ended up with a holiday, and the cemetery wouldn't, open. They were saying, oh, well, he was an angel. Every Sunday, religiously walked up to church because we didn't have a car. We couldn't afford a car.
Okay?
We had blood drives. Back then, you had to replace 2 pints of blood for every 1 pint you used. I was poor. I grew up with holes in my sneakers. I grew up poor. Okay, barely made it through. Okay, I'm a survivor. But as far as that, I fight with my religion all the time on their stance with different things. What you just said about the immigrant, I'm supposed to feed them. If they need a house, put over their head. But then they turn around and they disqualify my brother. They told my brother he's not one of them. And that's where I had the problem.
I came here to wish you luck.
God bless you. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, hold on. Don't go nowhere. That's it. I grew up in rural North Carolina.
Okay.
The southeastern part of North Carolina on Interstate 95.
Okay.
During the summertime, I didn't wear shoes. I woke up in the morning, no shoes. I walked the fields. I plowed the mules. I picked the cotton. I did all that. Come school time, my daddy would find some money and put on a pair of what we call Brogan boots. That's back in the day, all right? And I went to school with shoes on. I grew up so poor that I probably couldn't pay attention. That's how poor.
Poor doesn't have a color.
No, it doesn't.
Poor doesn't have a color.
But
that's what I tell people. I grew up poor. I grew up with holes in my shoes.
It taught me principles and how to appreciate life, hardworking. Those principles, I don't see them anymore.
No.
I don't see them in the young people. No. They all think I'm crazy. They think I'm a hard taskmaster. But I grew up the right way. My mother and my father, we all worked the fields. We all picked the cotton. My mother had my youngest brother.
I've been working since I was 13 years old. I'll be 70 years old this Sunday.
I got you. I was working since I was 9.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is. So I'm saying, I look at these kids in school. I look at the protesters on Columbia taking down the American flag, putting up the Palestinian flag, and burning.
They just got parents who got money that they don't know what to do. They've never worked a day in their life. They have no principles. They have no understanding.
They feel you should pay for their education.
They're going to this $60,000, $70,000 a year school, plus all other expenses, and yet they expect to be able to have a voice in what goes on. You don't have a voice. They don't have a voice. First of all, they need to...
I blame that on the parents, though, too. The parents are not teaching these kids responsibility.
Sir,
real history.
There is a high possibility that even their parents didn't teach them.
This is a problem that's probably 20, 30 years old.
Your generation doesn't exist anymore. You need to know that. Your principle, you're living in a different world now. You have to understand, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying that your generation, your ideas, your principles, the way you think children ought to be taught, they will run you out of town. Will run you out of town and call you all kinds of names if you do that. And that's why there is no morality. That's why America is losing its strength and losing its place. But listen, I understand clearly what you're saying. Good talking to you.
Good luck.
God bless you.
I sign you then.
All right. I'm going to be the next mayor.
Republican.
I'm going to be the next mayor of New York City.
So I'm going to look for your name.
All right.
When do you know if this is work?
On the 24th of June.
June.
24th. Okay.
All right. So you'll be coming back and forth. I hope you.
Potentially, I'll be back and forth here. To be sure.
We have to change New York.
I will.
We have to change.
I have the strength to do. You see how I argue with you?
No, we weren't arguing.
But I mean dialogue with you.
Right.
I'll change it. Trust me. Trust me, I will. God bless you, sir. Same to you.